So you have came down with a little something. Are you drinking right now?
I
Are you
I
drinking? I can't see you.
It's the show, man. I'm not gonna not drink beers. I'm sure Dad's out there drinking. Dad, you drinking?
Absolutely.
It's the
You
Tiger.
betcha.
It's the Tiger Kennel. I'm in Tiger Kennel downtown location. Ryan's in the Tiger.
I'm in the tiger cage.
He's in
sorta.
he's in Tiger.
I'm in the tiger
Mosquito
cage.
cage.
Dad is in the Tiger cage.
I am in the cage.
I am in the Tiger Kennel downtown location. Ryan is in the Tiger Kennel Meadowlawn location because, guys, we're doing a quarantine episode of the show this evening. This is They Call Us the Breeze, episode number 5. We're quarantining. We're not allowed to be together, and we're going to tell you about why in just a little bit. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and there's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go! Welcome, everybody, back to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from all the Tiger Kennels and the Tiger Cage. It's episode 5. We're doing things a little differently tonight. We are quarantining because one of us has got the COVID. We got the itis.
I'm putting my finger in my nose.
That's right. Put your finger in your nose,
It's not
son.
me.
All right, so you did a self-diagnostic. So what, you just stuck your finger in your nose and tasted a little bit of it?
No. I was touching my finger to my nose, saying it wasn't me that got COVID. But no, actually, Danielle's sister, she ended up getting a test yesterday because she came over and worked with us, and she got a negative result. So,
well, good to hear.
The roundabout
good
COVID
to hear
result.
that. The roundabout.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I'll tell you, Mom's had 2 tests due to a couple of people she's been around, and negative on both times.
That brings me to my next question. Since Mom just got tested, did she test positive or negative?
Negatory.
All right, so that means Dad is also not the culprit. That leaves one person left in the Tiger Cage. That is me,
Ding,
ladies and
ding,
gentlemen.
Ding, ding, ding,
Probably.
I'm so sorry.
Definitely.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who is? Can I buy a vowel? Can I solve the puzzle? Is it Remy?
Yeah,
Solve the puzzle.
it's me,
Why
guys.
did you get COVID?
Why did I get COVID? Well, I woke up one day and I was like, I'm kind of bored and I would like to take a whole entire week off of my non-benefit job where I get time paid off and sick days. I just thought, for willy-nilly, what the hell? We got it like that, so let's just take a fucking week off of work. No, I didn't decide to get COVID. It just happened. And, it was pretty fucking miserable, honestly, for the first... Not miserable. I've had worse flus, to be honest with you. And I'm not downplaying the COVID thing. I know a lot of people have had it way worse off than I have. There's been deaths around the country. But I was specifically worried because I smoke like a fucking chimney. So I was wondering, if I ever get this shit, is this going to, kill me?
Or a steel plant in Pittsburgh.
Yep. I also smoke. They used to call me the steel plant of Pittsburgh.
No, really.
Yep. Every time I go up there, they hold a parade for me. It's a whole thing. So, guys, basically what we have here for you tonight.
In Carolinas, too, I'm sure, all the tobacco growers.
You got
They're
that
scaring
right.
me,
Bud.
hey.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I'm well known in those parts. But so we're doing a little different show for you guys tonight. We can't be together in the Tiger Cage, and I know the audio format of this show might be a little different because I am sitting in Tiger Kennel downtown district on the Mac on a USB microphone, and I'm running the show from my apartment. So because Dad and Ryan are so fucking archaic and they don't even have computers or laptops that work, they have no choice but to call in on the show. So I had to call them and group call them and figure all that out. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of our normal show, but we're also going to be playing you some clips from the preseason, the pre-show stuff. If you guys don't know this, we actually did 2 months worth of episodes. We were all kind of making sure that we were shaking off the rust, making sure that we were learning how to not talk over each other, figuring out the format of the show. And there was a lot of good content in there that you guys might never hear because it'll never see the light of day. So we decided, what the hell? We're going to leak some of that to you guys tonight just to make sure the show does go on. And that's the whole point, right, boys?
That's right. Show always goes on.
It took us about 2.5 months to feel semi-okay about maybe releasing our first one. And even then, I don't know, maybe we should still be in beta. But
well, yeah,
hey guys, can I be real with you?
What's up?
Can I be real with both of you guys right now?
Yeah.
I miss you, bros.
Yeah, man, I miss you, bro.
Yeah, I miss you guys too.
Yeah, and this might
I'm
be
looking at like 3 microphones and headsets.
yeah.
Well, this 2 microphones and headsets.
This does suck compared to the luxury that we're used to in the Tiger Cage. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this studio, it's like Studio B is like
drive out to bump up.
I didn't turn the on-air light on, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sitting here with my cell phone like it's like.
Dad just got home and he like took his Sharpie out and just started coloring pieces of paper.
Yeah,
I did.
Get the smell of it. It's like, okay, all right, Tristan.
Oh, that's true. By the way, everybody, like we joke about how we have a whiteboard with all the content in the Tiger Cage. It's not a whiteboard.
I'm going to buy one.
It's a Sharpie sponsorship.
I literally take a white piece of paper, a loose leaf piece of paper, and I take one of those big fat old school fucking like the Marks a Lot, like the Sharpies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spiral bound notebook page.
And those things stink the whole room up once you go. This thing, oh, it's good.
It's stinky.
So
it doesn't smell by the time me and Ryan get here, but you get here about 2:30 or 3 o'clock or whatever. So, yeah, when you uncap one of those, you're going to smell it for a while. But by the time we get here, we don't smell it.
Yeah, no, it's potty as fuck while I sit in there. It actually helps me prepare for the show a lot. The fumes.
Yeah, get a little spacey there, huh?
Yeah.
Shouldn't breathe those things.
Nothing gets you more prepared for a show than
sniffing
some Sharpies.
Sniffing a large black
with COVID
magic marker.
A large black what, Mike?
Magic marker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Ones. It's in a metal canister, the one you use with a like a 1/4 inch by 3/16 inch angled tip on it.
All right. So listen. So here's what happened out there in Radio Land. I must explain myself. I start feeling pretty fucking terrible. Monday evening, I'm at work and I start feeling the chills. And for all of you out there that aren't vaccinated and maybe are catching the new Delta variant, these are the signs you look for. Irritability. No, wait, that's just me in general. Feeling of hungoverness, even though you're not hungover. Wait, no, that's just me in general. Well, no, I was at work and my bones started hurting. My muscles started hurting. I was getting kind of the chills. I was getting goosebumps a lot. Woke up on Tuesday. I was fucking out. So I called my employer. I said, I can't come in today. I got a cold. And she goes, well, you got to go get tested before you can come back. So I go get tested and make the plan for Wednesday. And I'm like, all right, 2 days off, whatever. Make the plan for Wednesday. And this cute little nurse comes walking out to the car. And they do it right in your car now, even if you go to like an actual urgent care place. They still come out and they do it right in your car.
Wait, the girl, the nurse does it? In the car?
So she walks out and she goes, hey, how you doing? Yeah. What are your symptoms? These are my symptoms. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to, instead of me touching your brain with it this time, we're going to just go up both nostrils. And I'm already laughing in my head. I'm like, all right, this is going to be great. And she tries to stick it up the left one. A little bit of resistance there. Then she sticks it up the right one and she goes, oh, that's good. All right, cool. And I go, yeah, sorry about that. She goes, what? I go, that's an old cocaine injury. And she just started laughing. She goes, deviated septum. All right. And then she puts a little thing on my finger to check my vitals. And she goes, oh, your oxygen levels are real low. I go, well, yeah, I'm a chronic smoker, And she goes, that's not good, man. So she comes back out, or she's like, I'll be back in 15 minutes with your results. You want to wait here? Or you want me to call you? I said, oh, I'll wait here. What do? I immediately get out of the car, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Offer to help with some other COVID tests. Hey, guys.
Guys need a hand over there?
If I'm smoking,
Yeah.
I'm swabbing. You know what I'm saying? Might as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Smoking and smiling.
So she was real sweet and laughed a lot, made me feel pretty good about it. I was like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I've had this test before, and I made a weird noise when they shoved that thing up my nose because I just can't stand that shit. And she goes, oh, look, no noise. And I wanted to be like, well, you're kind of cute. That might have been, I might have tried to be a little tougher than I am.
Did you look at her and be like, I don't know if you saw how much space I have back here, but
these seats do go down. A lot of cigarette packs, a lot of empty cigarette packs back there. But if you can get past that, we can.
Yeah.
Watch your feet. Watch your.
Yeah. No thanks.
And no AC in the
thanks.
car currently. But
Well, where'd you get it swabbed at?
I can't say the place, but it was up near Tyrone, and also best part was
You
when
know the place up by the house.
yeah, the girl's
On the corner.
The Discovery Center.
the girl
Full
comes
circle.
anyway. The girl comes
that-
walking out of the office with the paperwork, and I'm like, all right, here come the results. And it was like that slow motion scene in The Hangover where the fat kid gets up and stares down Zach Galifianakis the entire walk up to the front of the class. This girl just this girl just looks at me the entire walk from the building to my car, and I'm staring at her dead eye. And she goes, confirm your birth date for me. And I go, fuck. All right. She goes, yep, you got it. And I said, fuck. And she goes, so, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. But she was just like really cool. I think she just maybe wanted to be friends. Like, she seemed pretty miserable. And like,
She wanted to do you.
Yeah, that could have been it. Hello, nurse.
Yeah, you wish.
So anyway, before
I done did you with up the nostril, pal. That's all you get.
lucky.
Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
That night, did you go home and did you get a candle by your bedside and then you wrote out your will like with some ink?
Oh, like with a quill?
Like
and
by
ink?
yeah. Like, dear family, I bequeath to you my estate.
No, you know what I did?
And I probably said, oh, Lorraine.
Dad, I remember Dad calling me, and he's like, how are you doing? Are you feeling okay? I say, you know how I'm feeling? I'm trying to figure out how to get this fucking show going for tomorrow night. Literally, don't skip a beat. A man's got to do the fucking job. That's all I'm saying. So
Hey,
I wasn't even concerned about my health.
Yeah, teach a man to podcast.
That's right. I was just like, you know
He
what? We
makes
got to figure this
podcasts.
shit out. And that's exactly what I did before I went to get the test. The test was right around the corner from the tiger cage. So I kidnapped one of the microphones and try to figure out how. So I thought before I did this, I'm like, okay.
You thought you crop dusted COVID in the house?
No, I put my mask on. I just ran in there real quick and grabbed the microphone. Almost
Scared
like
the crap out of Mom.
Scared the crap out of Mom, exactly. And then grabbed the mic and I
She
bolted.
thought somebody was like a mailman or something, and then he come walking in the door. She was like,
well,
I don't know what
I don't know. Does that mean Jeremy turns now that he has COVID? Is he like a zombie now? You know what I mean?
I think
don't
that's
even
the
know.
no, well,
rules.
she was
Brother anymore.
she was expecting a delivery person to drop something off or whatever. Saw him come up the driveway and didn't look at him too hard. And then when the door opened, she was like, "What the?"
Well, I'll tell you right now. I thought about doing this in a reverse way. I thought about bringing my computer over to the tiger cage, hooking everything up, and trying to have you guys on your microphones and just call me and teach Ryan,
What the
basically.
hell?
Teach Ryan like in.
Teresa and two women are out in the front going through the damn recycle bin at the edge of the street.
That is awesome, man. I can't.
I wish I could see it, Dad.
Yeah,
I wish
can't
I
s-
could
I'm
see
not
it.
there to see
I
it.
wish I was.
Maybe they're trying to find a newspaper or something. I don't know what they're doing. I was like, I saw this woman come up and then stop, and she's at the recycle bin, and then I look out the window and there's like her, that woman I saw, and Mom, and they're reaching in. They got the lid wide open.
Hey, if
They're
this
digging
isn't a
shit
preview
out of the
what
goddamn
retirement-
recycle. Huh?
If this isn't a preview of what retirement's going to be, I don't know
No.
what it is.
I know, right? I'll start videotaping stuff.
Yeah, you're going to be
Put it
like
on our
Tom
show.
Hanks in the Burbs.
I know.
That's exactly what you and Bernard are going to come up with some bullshit. And Steve.
I know. He's probably looking out his window thinking, what the fuck are they doing?
I really wanted to get Ryan trained up in like I was just going to leave him notes and show him how to do everything. And it occurred to me like he'd probably freak out immediately. He probably doesn't even know how to scroll through the screens with keyboard shortcuts. He would just be like a fumbling, crumbling mess.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
That's exactly what he would be like. He would just be like, I don't know where the soundboard. I think our wires got crossed. I don't know. It's doing something weird. It says your computer has died. Every file has been erased on accident. I'm not sure. Is that good?
It says totally deleted. They call us the Breeze. Yeah. Everything in history. Sorry.
Oh, speaking. Hey,
that's weird.
Speaking of totally deleted, so I was trying to free up.
Hey, how about we totally deleted your shit? Not like, are you sure you want to delete this? Yeah.
We totally did it.
Want to delete this?
Totally.
Yes, please.
Funny about deleting. I was trying to clean up some stuff while I was bored yesterday and reduce some file space on my computer, and I was remastering all the old episodes that we were talking about for tonight's show in Logic instead of GarageBand, and I deleted all the original GarageBand files, but I didn't think to remaster our actual real episodes, episode 1 through 3, and I deleted everything I have on 1 through 3. I no longer have the recording files for any of it. They're not separate and pretty. Only thing I have is what you guys out there have in radio listener land. I have the MP3 that I can download off of Simplecast for episodes 1 through 3. Yeah, so that happened.
My question is one of the symptoms of COVID deleting files off your computer? Is that like, bro, what do you do? Yeah, I have podcasts. Or like, ooh, yeah, hey.
They do say it can cause hard drive memory loss. So this is They Call Us the Breeze, guys. We got a lot of show for you tonight. We're going to come back and do some birthdays, and we also have plenty of clips from the preseason. Don't go anywhere. Please bear with us. We'll see you guys in a minute, okay? Ryan, what do you say?
I say everything's great.
Yeah, Dad?
I say the USPS. Somebody's going to have their ass.
All right, guys. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. Bye. Welcome back, everybody, to They Call Us the Breeze, Episode 5. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the quarantine Tiger Cage and Kennels. Here we are, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with our...
That sounded like a tiger.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're still out here, and we're still trying to do the show a little close to normal, if we can. We've got some clips of some previous...
we have never been close to normal.
Yeah. Well, we got some clips of some shows that you guys might never, ever hear because they were in our pre-existence. But we're gonna go ahead and do something we always do because you know what never stops? Celebrity birthdays. So let's do it. All right.
And you know what never stops?
What's that? The Energizer Bunny.
Dad beating Ryan and guessing the...
He's starting to gain on you a little, pal. You got 11.5 and Ryan has 9.5.
Yeah, that's because a girl set in for me.
Nope, that did not count towards the score.
No, that did not count.
Ryan has 9.5. Dad is in the lead by 2 points with 11.5. So let's go ahead and get right to it, guys. First birthday up on the list, Chris Middleton. Guys, any idea?
I know that name, but I can't.
So he's the.
I know, right? That's what I was going to say. He's a country western singer, right?
All right, he is the small forward for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he just won a gold medal with the Tokyo Olympics, the men's USA men's basketball team. Chris Middleton. How old is he?
I'll say 33 years old. Or no. 31 years old.
Dad says 31. Ryan, what do you say?
I would say he's 27.
Dad gets it. He is 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Chris Middleton. Oh, good for you,
Happy
Dad.
30. Dirty 30.
Dirty
I
30.
don't watch the NBA.
Yeah, he was born in 91. I was like, damn, he's younger than Ryan. Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, all those guys, you got to think about the Olympics. They're all young. The Olympics. They're not going to take the oldest guys. I mean,
Yeah.
back in the day, back in the way back day, probably when we first moved down here, we were in Ohio, and they first let the NBA play in it. They took the Larry Birds and all those guys, which were old guys, and still nobody was going to beat their ass. But like Michael Jordan and everything, it was like, well, nobody's going to beat them.
Well, they
were older,
Yeah,
but now they take a lot of younger guys.
They won the gold medal this year, so.
It's hard to beat a bunch of guys that are 7 foot tall.
All right,
Oh,
guys,
I bet.
next birthday
Yeah,
up.
when you're
Next
digging up
birthday.
cans in the fucking recycling bin.
We have a very special happy birthday. Goes out to Mr. Casey Affleck. That is Ben Affleck's
Ooh.
younger brother. He was in both of the first Ocean's 11 movies, if not all of them. I haven't only seen the first two. He was in Drowning
43.
Mona. He was in Drowning Mona, which we talked about a few weeks ago. How old is
He went
Casey?
quick.
How old is Casey Affleck today, Dad?
43.
43.
I'm going to go 48.
Ryan's going to get it. He's 46 today.
Dang, I almost went double. Fuck.
Yeah, could have had the double bubble.
Coming
Well-
for you, Michael.
That's right. All right, so that's 1-1 for birthdays.
Hey, we're even right now going.
That's good. You guys are doing great. Well,
1-1.
the next one up we have, Dad might know the name, might not. Same goes for Ryan, but Dad will definitely know who I'm talking about. We got Mark Knopfler. Okay, Mark Knopfler is the singer, songwriter, guitarist of Dire Straits. What do you guys think? Money for nothing, chicks
I
for free.
just read something about him the other day. He's probably 68 years old.
Dad says 68. Ryan?
He just flew right into that. I'm gonna have to do like the $1 here. I'm gonna have to go 60. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go
you pussy.
64.
You're always
I'm gonna
going
have
right.
to go 64.
You let me go. I'm going to start letting you go first.
We should be
I'm gonna
rotating.
say 64.
Dad's going to get it. He is actually 72 today. Happy birthday, Mark Knopfler.
Bunch of malarkey.
Good try, right.
But it's the Sultans. The Sultans.
Sultan. Oh, that's what it was. There was a Sultan. I think they're playing around here somewhere or something. Is what I saw.
All right, guys. Second to last birthday we have is Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby got back.
Who?
Baby got
Sir
back. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. 1992, Baby got back. Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's his birthday today.
Oh, is he like a rapper or something?
He was a rapper. He put out Baby Got Back. I know you've heard that song, Dad. It came out in 1992. Ryan, how old is Sir Mix-a-Lot today?
I'm gonna go 58.
Ryan goes 58.
I'm going to go 65.
Ryan's going to get it very close. Sir Mix-a-Lot is 57 today.
Dang.
Wow. Well, I took 1992, 2002, 2012, 2022, and figured he was like 20 or 30 before he hit it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you went over, which was not unexpected. I probably would have done the exact same thing.
So how old do you think he was? He must have been in his early 20s when he did that, huh?
Well, let's say 57.
58.
So minus
Well, 58,
minus 30 years.
Or,
He was
yeah,
about
57
20,
minus
28.
2000, or 1992.
He was about
minus
27.
92, 2002, 2012, 30 years, 57, 22. Yeah, he'd have been a young chap, 22 years old, 23, 21.
Well, we got one last birthday for you guys, and that means as of tonight, Ryan and Dad are both tied 2-2. So this could either put Dad one more point in the lead, or Ryan one point closer. Yeah, a very happy birthday goes out to. Don't shoot yourself in the leg, Mr. Plaxico Burris.
He's a football player, right?
Yep, Plaxico Burris. He played for
Played with
wide
the
receiver.
Giants, right?
Played for the Giants. He played for the Steelers.
He
Played
did.
for the Giants. He was with the Giants when he shot himself, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that was just few years ago in a bar down in Miami, right?
2008, but yeah, he shot
Or
himself.
maybe it was New York. Yeah, that dumbass, I remember reading about that.
All
Had
right.
a pistol in his pocket.
Yeah, he was trying to grab his Glock.
Shit. Let's see. I'd say he was probably in his 30s when he did that, or late 20s when he did that, probably 27. And
Awesome.
let's see. Let's say if he was like
is that the
26 when he did that, and that's been about 5 years. I'm going to say he's 32.
32. Ryan.
I'm gonna say he's 40.
Ryan gets it. He is 43 years young today.
Are you kidding me?
Yep,
Really,
43.
that long? Boy, time goes fast, huh?
Yeah, I guess it does. So Ryan actually wins
I guess
the match.
so. That's why I'm getting ready to retire, because that time went fast.
I
guess that means that's the only way that I'll be able to beat Dad is when he retires. He just will start to forget all about time.
Yeah, I am starting to forget about time. What time is it?
So Ryan is now only 1 point down from Dad. He is.
We'll build
Dad
that.
is at
We'll build that.
13.5, and Ryan is at 12.5. So congratulations, Ryan. You're making your way up there, buddy. That was birthdays, guys. All right, so we're not
Making
gonna
my way downtown.
We're not gonna do the phone thing for the entire show, guys. We do have some clips from some of the earlier preseason episodes. We recorded, like I said, 2 months worth, so 8 episodes that you guys have never even heard that we're never going to show to the light of day, but we just decided we'd like to. What is the whistling?
What?
There's a whistling.
Oh, it's probably birds.
Okay, Ryan's outside.
I hear birds.
Okay,
The cage, bro.
Okay. All right. Well,
We're
guys,
in the bird cage now.
first clip
Literally is the cage.
First clip we're going to introduce you to, guys, tonight is first episode ever that we did. We thought it was only right to go ahead and call up Brother Adam, and we got into an interesting conversation about him and cousin Chris packing sausage together because Chris, as you all know, owns his own barbecue company, and we were asking Adam about the barbecue. And the best part about this clip is Dad just cannot fucking contain himself like a small child. He is laughing harder than I've ever heard him laugh in my entire life. I'm not sure. I think we were pretty...
Ryan was laughing too. He just wasn't being loud about it.
I think we were pretty fucking...
So are you going to play that clip?
Yeah, we're going to roll that clip right now, guys. Here we go.
Who was calling?
This is the other brother.
What brother? From another mother?
The other
or the brother?
How you doing?
I'm good. Just,
what are you doing?
Relaxing.
You're what? Oh, you're at Chris's house?
Yep.
You don't work nights, right?
Nope, just days.
Fucking loser.
Wait, how long have you been?
Pull your weight. It's fucking the US of A, man. Get in there. Get your hands dirty.
Hey, how are you sampling some of his barbecue?
Oh, yeah. He hoists his own sausage, so I helped him out with that a couple weekends ago.
Wait, you guys were hanging out.
You know what they say about sausage. As soon as you see how it gets made, you just want to eat more sausage. Am I right?
That's true.
You were casing sausage with cousin Chris?
Yeah.
Wow.
His personal blend.
Did you guys do it together?
I'm kind of jealous.
Was it like, did you guys do the thing where you get on like the pottery wheel? And then you get behind each other and you're like...
Nothing that crazy.
You're like, Chris, I've never cased any sausage before. And he's like, I'll let you know.
And then Chris was packing it inside.
That's from Ghost. Yeah, he was packing it in pretty tight, I bet.
We're gonna have to call you guys when we really go live on a podcast.
Did it almost bust open at one point?
I mean, sometimes when you twist it, you got to be careful, or else it will bust.
Bite the end, and then you have to bite the end of it. Sometimes, just
So
what?
Do you have to put your mouth on the sausage?
Sometimes you got to relieve a little pressure in the sausage, so that way it doesn't bust when you cook it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Sounds like Virginia Beach to me.
Yeah. So what happens? Like,
Virginia's for lovers, all right.
Very good, very good. We're just practicing.
Yeah, man. That's yeah.
Where's Chris at?
Oh, he's downstairs. I think he's relaxing.
You guys ever relax together? Just
I mean,
do like a
sometimes.
little one-on-one relax with the sausage.
Dude, yeah, with the sausage. Yeah.
Well, you definitely have to let the sausage rest after you make it.
Yeah, because it'll keep cooking. The
Yeah, don't
sausage
touch
still
this.
cooks.
Don't touch the sausage.
Yeah.
You'll.
No, that's true.
Well,
That's
it
true.
is because you got to wash your hands afterward. Otherwise, you'll.
So, do you like to eat his sausage like for breakfast in the morning, or do you like wait till it's like late at night and you just want a little snack and then you just pop one of his sausages in your mouth?
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes I'm down for the morning. Other times I want the sausage in the afternoon. But we just had it for dinner not too long ago. And
All right, well, yeah,
it's just good.
good for you. Good for you. Yeah, we just ate food as a family. That's what we did for dinner tonight. But
Hey,
good
what
for you?
What city is he actually in?
He's in Virginia Beach.
So
Virginia
Virginia
Beach.
Beach, Virginia.
Oh, I didn't realize we called you Dad. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
My
good
mistake.
one, dude. But
Motherfucker just fell out
What
of
have
his
you been
seat
doing?
laughing, and he's no longer at his microphone. Man, that's fucking hilarious. I love the part where Dad literally gets up in the middle of the interview because he's laughing so hard. We're still on the air. He walks into the living room and just proceeds to tell Mom about how funny the interview is without even being on the microphone anymore. And then he's slamming doors, and that shit has me laughing every single time I hear it. He was just overexcited. That's all it was. And then after that, we had a little clip. If you guys,
It was hilarious.
the next two clips we have before we sign off, guys, for the break anyway. We have a clip about the makings of the Tiger Cage. You know, this didn't just appear. Someone didn't drop this shit off for us. I had to go out and buy a bunch of gear. I already had a bunch of gear, and of course, the gear isn't all it takes. You got to build the table. So we have a clip here where Dad talks about how we got this table together. And then after that, we have a nice little clip about how Dad and I decided to go play hooky and day drink at a bar. And Dad learns about touch tunes. So we're going to listen to that,
About
guys. We'll be right back after these clips, guys. Bye.
I really have not done a whole lot around the house here.
Well, you made this.
I did.
The table.
I set up this table for the podcast show. You know, made these fabricated these aluminum angle brackets and topped them off with.
How long did it take?
Well, let him explain. He did the aluminum brackets, which are
they're
90-degree angle
they're
brackets.
Like 1/8-inch aluminum 6061 T6 aluminum aircraft aluminum angle brackets that are 3-inch arms, and I topped them off with oak 3/4-inch board to clamp the
absorb the
things
clamps of the radio microphone
the clamps,
arms.
Yep. And clamped them to the table. And we'll probably fix these.
I come in.
permanently.
I come in to do a pre-show today, and I've got bless him, he's got one already set up because the box for his new boom arm and pop filter is sitting on the table that I ordered from Amazon. I have it sent here.
You already had it set
so
up?
it's sitting on the table.
Not this. Jeremy set this up, but I had
but yeah, so the Amazon box is sitting there, and he's got the clip all ready to roll so that when I get here, I can set it up. But he's got you, Ryan, he's got you set up right here, which gives me about a 2-foot gap to do my
but you
shit
can swing
here.
it this way. But
No, but like just the pole itself.
I figured he's smart enough to know how to use a.
Well, I
vice
would
grip
kind of
and,
prefer to get as close as I
he's
could
given
to
me a
you.
lot of those squeeze clamps, and you know
'Cause I
when he
like
lived
it.
in Tennessee, he made a lot of
those squeeze
woodworking
clamps.
projects.
God, they're a godsend.
He did a lot of woodworking in Tennessee when he lived in Nashville, so I was like, okay, he'll see what I did. He'll move them. He'll know it's temporary till we figure out where we want them.
Yep. I like this feel. I don't know about you guys. And we
No,
also
it's
have
great.
a perfect view of the Tiger Cage.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Tom Brady the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got Tom right there. I got Kucherov back over here.
Yep.
Nikita Kucherov. What's the deal with him? Is he injured still?
Yeah, he hasn't played a game this season.
They're resting him.
How was your week, by the way? Did you get into anything fun? Did you do anything? Were you pressure washed on Monday? Yeah, we hung out on Monday. Ugh, we kind of got into. I was pretty hungover.
Yeah, I get a text from Jeremy saying that him and Dad are going out at what?
The boys were buzzing.
He goes, the boys are buzzing. I go, what do you mean? He goes, we're at a bar right now. It was like 3 on a Monday. These guys, man, what do you guys do? I mean, you make so much money, you can just go out to bars on Monday afternoons. Come on.
Yeah, we're living a life of Riley, man.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, we went out. We tried to go to the tavern around the block, and it was closed. And it said it was closed Monday and Tuesday. So we're like, okay. And he goes, want to go to that Beatles style bar? He kept mentioning food. And I told him, Beatles bar does not have food. So we went to the Beatles bar. First thing he does, hey, you got a kitchen back there? You got any snacks?
Because a snack machine.
Yeah, she's like, yep, we got a snack machine over there in the corner.
Well, I'll take one of those snacks in a can.
Oh, and then so he has this folded up $5 bill. He slides it to me on the bar. He goes, hey, go throw some money in that jukebox. Mind you, it's like dead quiet in the bar. There's about 6 people total. It's the opening hour of that bar.
As a dad move, though,
very low radio playing in the background. Jukebox isn't even on. I'm like, Dad, I don't know if I want to like fuck up all these people's worlds just yet with some Van Halen and then some Zac Brown band and then some this and then some that, just being loud. Because jukebox, when that thing comes on versus house radio,
people are going to be
loud.
paying attention. Yeah, and you need to make sure that you play the right song to intro your lineup that you're going to be making.
The guy next to me and Dad, he shouts over to the bartender and he goes, hey, the jukebox is off. He's on the opposite side of us.
Dad did or the guy?
No, this guy was 2 guys down.
We're sitting closer to the jukebox than he is. Dad goes, well, how the hell does he know if the jukebox is off? I go, oh, it's touch tunes. So Dad has never heard about, and then he, well, back in our day, we used to just put quarters in, and I'm like, Dad, shut up, please. You're
Hence why
embarrassing
he gave
me.
you the
You're
5 spot across the
yeah,
table.
no, but I mean, it still accepts bills. But she's like, no, it don't. He's like, wait, you can do that from your phone? And I had to explain to him, yeah, man, you download the app, you hook up your bank account information, just like any other.
Well, back in the day when we were traveling through towns and on horseback and stagecoaches, there was a piano player in the damn bar.
Uphill, barefoot.
Yep, and you went and tipped the piano player and said, hey, can you play...
if you didn't get shot by somebody
Dude,
at the bar,
Dad probably...
Can you play Summer Wind Was Always Our Song by Frank Sinatra, please?
Dad slid that $5 across the table, and he's like, this should probably buy us, 4 hours, Jeremy?
No, I think he knows better than that.
50 cents a song.
Oh,
that was pretty funny, man, right there.
Oh, jeez.
Those two are like...
We have a lot of fun around here at the Tiger Cage, but something that's not so much fun, having COVID and having to do remote podcasts with your family. So make sure you remember that. Of all the bad things that COVID can bring, this is not the ideal way to do a podcast. So just remember that out there in listener land. You guys, we're going to take a quick break.
Get your vaccines. Get your vaccines, people.
That's right. Or don't. It's your body, your choice, whichever. Guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, as always, and we'll be right back with some more show. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you.
All right.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to They Call Us the Breeze, Episode 5, the very special quarantine episode, possibly part 1 of 2, we're not sure. We're going to see how we're feeling next week. We might be able to come back into the Tiger Cage.
I feel great.
We'll see what's going on. I mean, I feel great, but, we just want to make sure we're keeping everybody safe. That's the golden rule here. So we're hoping you're enjoying yourselves as much as we are, and we're going to play some more clips for you from the preseason episodes. The next clip, we were talking about chicken wings for a while, which was great because I was craving chicken wings a lot the week leading up to this episode. And then we had a special segment. We were talking about things we wanted to do with this podcast goals, if you will. We had some pretty interesting responses. I don't know if you guys remember this at all, do you?
Yeah, I do. I remember the part where I thought we would all get in Elvis jumpsuits and be jumping Elvises and go over to Lakeland and jump out of a plane.
That is correct.
Or maybe that was just in my dreams.
No, something to that effect, because I remember listening while I was listening to 8 hours of tape for these clips. I was like, what the fuck does Elvis have to do with this?
Yeah,
and
was there a lot of tape? Dude, there probably had been a ton of tape that you're listening to.
Well, you figure there was
How long
about
did that take you?
There was about 8 or 9 episodes, and I clipped everything tonight you're hearing is from the first 4, and then I have clips from the next 4, all before our first episode. But that's like an hour and 20 times 8.
9.
Yeah, it's about 9, 10, 11 hours, something like that. But we were talking about chicken wings. We were talking about podcast goals. Dad had some awesome ones. Ryan had some awesome ones. Ryan got a little nerdy and financial with it, I'm sure, like he always does. But either way, only one way to do it. Let's get to it, guys. Here's the clip.
For all you listeners out there, if you ever decide that you want to maybe shop at Tyrone Square Mall, we do this when do we do this? Thursday?
Yeah, every Thursday.
We'll go cruise around with you.
Yeah.
Just buy us some Chick-fil-A.
Yep. I demand.
Or we go to
Charlie's, actually. Charlie's subs. Yeah, just grab us a few subs.
Wing House.
Yeah, we like to. Not Wing
We like
House,
Hooters, right?
Daytona style wings from Hooters.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So the Daytona style, what they do is they take the wings, and they're lightly breaded or whatever. Actually, they're not breaded. These ones are not breaded at all.
Dude, you better not mess this up, because Danielle will be on your ass.
They're naked.
They're naked, and then they toss them in this like medium, almost barbecue-y sauce after they fry them, like they would a normal chicken wing. Then they throw them on the flat top grill, and they just grill the fuck out of
Awesome.
So it gets it kind of like burnt and charred a little bit on the outside. It's like, oh man,
you guys should have.
It's almost like a black and naked wing.
They're
but
still
with
basically
the,
like well
sauce.
done. They're basically still well done, which I like. I don't know about you guys. I like my wings like crispy, well done.
Yep.
Like
I don't like
prefer
the flaps?
slimy.
Do you prefer the wings?
Wings.
Wings.
Well, it's drums or flaps or wings.
Flaps
or
all
wings.
day.
Or drums.
No drumettes.
Flaps all day.
Yeah. 100% flaps.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I
you
mean,
guys should have actually bought some chicken wings and brought them to Abbey Road when you guys were there last Monday,
if I'm going into a place like Engine Number 9, the sriracha wings are amazing. You can't. There's 8 wings.
Yep.
You can't pick and choose what kind of wings you get. But if the sauce is like super boss, I don't care. I'll eat 8. I'll eat 4 and 4. That's
boss
fine
sauce.
with me. You know what I mean? That's fine with me. Mm-hmm. But if I'm gonna go and it's funny that you mentioned that, man, because I've been like going through these weird wing cravings, like crazy. And
you want to fly?
If I'm gonna go,
who's your buddy that works behind the bar? Tattoos, lengthy dude.
What bar?
Engine Number 9. He kind of like has a beard. He's
I don't know if he has tattoos, but that's God.
I talked to him anyways.
Tino.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Tino.
We talked to him about the over/under on a game. Anyways,
he comes up. He's like, "Hey, you want short rib?"
What I really want to dive into, and if you guys don't mind, is obviously we're doing this podcast, and we're gonna try to get it, and we're gonna have fun with it, but we're just gonna try to bounce around a few ideas.
I didn't tell you tonight's my last night here. Yeah.
So it looks like this is going to turn into a golfing podcast with my dad and myself, and we'll have Jeremy on.
I didn't want to surprise you guys, but I've enlisted in the Marines, and they've accepted me. I think I think I'm getting a big nod towards Navy SEAL right now as they're talking. But they're going to get me in some basic training, some BT, as we call it.
Dude,
and I'm going to go in. But what I was just doing here for the last 3 weeks was basically showing you guys how to do this without me and then fly my little birds. I'm going to go join the Marine Corps.
And be a Navy SEAL.
And I'm gonna do it.
Well, 2 different divisions of the defense.
But I said if I'm going to be over there and I'm going to be bored.
Would you love to see this guy do freaking Navy SEAL?
What I said was,
he's not going to do it to Marine Corps.
When I'm hunkered down at night, I will get nothing but pleasure by listening to my 3 favorite podcasts and then this one.
Yeah,
like I'll get to listen to those while I'm overseas.
Well, if you're planning on joining the Marine Corps and then getting into the Navy SEALs, you might want to have a conversation with your brother Adam.
You guys are ready, I think.
And see
this is my last night.
How that might go.
Military turns sausage caser.
Well, either way, guys, it is episode -2 on the Untitled Dad Pod podcast, and we do have some business to get to. So for my last episode
Navy,
here tonight.
Speaking of the Navy, our middle son, or your brother,
you betcha.
middle brother, yeah, you betcha, that guy up there in Virginia Beach or Norfolk,
packing sausage,
packing Chris's sausage.
Yep. Like a good boy.
Passed the test to become.
I think they were on negative episode 5.
Navy chief, so he might have that coming here soon.
Well,
he's been in since 2006. That's a long time.
So that means that we're gonna get nachos made by someone very high up in the Navy.
He's going to be your chief, and he'll tell you he'll be your chief. I am a chief. Call me chief.
So what do we want to do with this podcast?
There's no question that this podcast is going to go somewhere, and we're going to do a lot of episodes.
Could go south.
It's going to be north. It's going to be a lot of work. We're going to have to put in the time every week. Which, by the way, we're going to be doing next week, but then we're going to be taking our first week off already.
So
because Ryan decided a leisurely golf trip was more important than the birthing process of this podcast.
Golf's important. It teaches you dexterity.
Yeah.
Patience.
I know, but, you guys were both great ball players when you were kids. And I know you don't care about golf so much, Jeremy.
I hope we talk about this on every podcast like we have so far.
Yeah.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
What I wanted to get back to was, what do we want to really see come out of this podcast? And you bringing up you and the Navy SEALs, that's kind of the first thing that I had written down for us.
What?
Comedy or...
All right, well, let's hear them out.
UFO.
One of the things that I written down for us to try to do is get a part of a competition. And it doesn't have to be like a league. It's just, hey, we're going to go out and we're going to try like unbeknownst sport to us. We're going to compete for the weekend. We're going to see how it goes.
Like totally we don't know how to play or we've never played
totally
before.
We are just fish out of water.
Tough, dude.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, dude. If we have Busch Light lattes, we're going to be fine.
We could do like a seek and find kind of show, because seeking him and finding him in a Navy SEALs is
Are you talking about hunting a human?
No, I'm talking about like finding you in the Navy SEALs is probably like going to Washington or Oregon and finding Sasquatch.
All right. Well, we might as well go hunt Lockie while we're at it.
Yeah. Ireland. I'm all up for Ireland. While we're in Ireland, me and Ryan and you are going to go play golf.
I was so hoping you were going to say go to the Guinness factory. I was like, Guinness
factory. If we're over in Ireland, we're shooting golf. Not guns.
Gophers.
Yeah, well, from what I understand.
But no, I mean, wouldn't it be great to go out and do, look, if we need a fourth person, we'll get Kev on the bus to join us, and we go do, for instance, there's Beer Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, we could all show up as a 4-man team, one day only for 5 hours, and you play Beer Olympics amongst St. Petersburg's finest.
If we go golfing, I will only go golfing if you order me a custom printed trucker hat that I can wear the whole time that just says handicap on it.
Oh, man.
And why would you want that hat?
I don't know.
Because I'm going to be the worst guy on the team.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'd get you the handicap. I just don't know if
you don't get any special parking.
No, I'm just saying, like, it'll be obvious to the opposing team who the weakest link on the team is.
I'm sure after the third hole they'll know that.
Yeah, probably after the first fucking swing.
How about this?
Blisters on my hand after the first swing. Ow. Guys.
What we'll do is we'll get a white van. No, I can't. I can't go on that.
All right, so that's your number one.
We'll just find another guy.
For us what your number one is.
We'll just replace you with another guy on the cart on the course. And you can ride with the lady in the beer cart and serve drinks.
Tell the folks again, Ryan, what your number 3 was.
I would love for all of us to go into a Beer Olympics competition one day
Perfect.
only.
Flip cup, whatever. I got it. We can do it. All right, so Dad, your number 3 thing that you would like to happen on this podcast in the future. Now, present, close.
Oh, you know,
Near.
my dream is the three of us to at least once a month or every 3 weeks play a live musical.
He's playing tug of war with me over the month thing. He keeps going like two.
I know, because
3
I
weeks.
say
I'm like a month,
once a week we could play a
maybe 3
little
weeks. And I was like,
one song on the guitars, or we can mix it up however we want to do it. But a live song.
Like I maintain, it is the level of being able to get together, the three of us, and actually practice and perfect
That's
those
my
songs.
second thing
because
that I wanted to see happen.
we'll get to that in a second. Good segue. But yeah, the three of us getting together to be able to practice and get shit down. I mean, we might have like a half hour after the recording of the podcast every Thursday night, but then Dad's got to go to bed. Sundays, I'm now going to be off on Sundays. If Ryan's available, yes, we can get together. We can all three come over here and like work on something for the show this coming week.
Were you just quoting The Cure? Saturdays, it's Sundays.
I mean, who out there in the podcast world
I'm in love.
listen to our podcast wouldn't want hear the three of us playing a John Denver song?
I mean, we can do it. That's
I would
not
love
a question.
to play John
of mine.
Denver right now.
It's not a question of mine at all whether or not we can do it.
Mountain
ZZ
Mama,
Top?
West Virginia.
No, that's a good one. And like I said, we're definitely going to start doing that. So, okay, so that's Dad's number 3. My number 3, I want to find a way to do a podcast in a suite during a Lightning game at the Amalie Arena.
Oh, wow.
We buy out a suite. We barely watch the game. We kind of watch it. Like, we see if we can, like, kind of do both at the same time, depending. But you got the suite. You got the special viewage.
Here's how
glass container. I'm sure there's a table we can set up
I see
remotely.
this. Here's how I see this coming down. I see you two watching the game. I mean, hollering back and forth to each other and cheering when we score. But you guys will be like the.
We're going to try to keep our show going, but we're also going to.
No, you're going to be calling the play-by-play.
Like,
you guys, I can see you two doing the play-by-play. So and so passes it off to
go.
Yeah.
Go.
Stamkos over to
what the fuck was that? Come on, dude.
And then one of you guys are going to break into that damn Boston Canadian accent of Phil Esposito. Yeah, you got to shoot the puck. I don't know why they're not shooting the puck. Don't pass the puck.
Yeah,
I can see you guys calling it like a play-by-play.
I just think it'd be an awesome episode. Plus, we'll have a whole trough.
And everybody will switch from 6:20 a.m. or 9:70 to our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, you ought to listen to these two characters. They call the play better.
We'll just get a whole trough with ice and bush lattes.
Yep.
And we'll just have it already filled up. And then we'll have some snacks. We'll get some like chicken wings. And we'll get some quesadillas. And we'll get some jalapeno poppers, some fried mushrooms. We'll get it all set up. We'll make sure it's all there. And then we just kind of chill for 3 hours.
I know. You know what's going to happen? Sunshine Sports is going to am the camera up in our booth.
Valley Sports, you mean?
Valley Sports. But look,
last thought
Valley. On that.
Valley.
What are you doing Monday, Rem? You want to go down to Chase, open up a business account, and just max that fucking credit card out and buy a suite?
Dude,
just
I
I
have got more than enough in credit limits to do something like that in another state and get us there and back.
Well, I have a cousin who knows somebody that is
my credit
friends
limits
with the Oregon players, so that might...
My credit limits be high. I'm trying to pay off all my credit cards and not deal with them, but I've put enough money in on all 3 lines over the years. I can go out and spend some credit card money.
Real quick before we break, or if we're gonna break, I don't know. Give me a break. But can I add something on top of what
we're
you
not
just
breaking?
If we were to go do a podcast in a suite, can we also be on the Zamboni, all 3 of us, for one of the icings?
I get to drive.
Yeah, I mean, it might take like literally 2 hours and shit, but we'll get it. Yeah.
What the hell was the?
We might as well just tell them that we got the whole rink. We got it. We'll lock up. Jeff.
What's the brother's name on the movie?
Give us the keys. We'll lock up.
We'll lock up.
The goddamn from
Hanson
Slapstick.
Brothers. Hanson Brothers.
Hanson Brothers are driving a Zamboni.
Yeah.
You remember that scene where they're skating around?
I'm just saying
in
that's
the warm-ups,
that's
and
my
they
number
go
3.
to the national anthem, and then the ref comes up to him and he's like, I swear to God, if you guys do any of this, if you guys are fighting, if you guys stick it, I'm going to throw all 3 of you out. And then he's like, national anthem. He's like, I'm listening to the fucking song. And the dude just like looks right back at the fucking national anthem. It's so good. Second thing would be...
I only remember him hitting the organ player with a puck.
Ryan's number 2.
Number 2 would be right in the same vein that Dad was talking about, and I want to have homework for everybody for a song that we've never played before, and then I want to come back and lay it live. First take.
Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
That's today, and
I just can't fucking do it. I just can't.
To play us out. What does that mean to play us out? Sting to play us out.
What does that mean to Sting to play us out? Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That's today. Just
fuck,
I can't.
Well, we've showed you Dad.
They like it or they won't.
Dad does not
Bill
remember
O'Reilly
it. Bill O'Reilly
freaks out.
Yeah, the Bill O'Reilly freak out video.
This fucking thing sucks.
This fucking thing sucks. We played it for you on YouTube several times.
I'm sure I have.
It, yeah.
And that's how I feel about bad music live.
Yeah.
Play it right or don't play it.
Going to a lot of Ultra shows down in Miami, Dad.
I've never. I thought Ultra was a golf ball. Wilson Ultra.
Who's the Ultra? Who's the Ultra now? Ultra. Who's your Victor? Victor. Roger.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf.
Oh, we've jumped into military talk.
I can go.
All right, so
you're
right number
now.
2. Yeah, being.
It would be that we would all just
just blindside it and just come in and fucking do it. Mm-hmm. Just kill it like on a live take. Mm-hmm. Just kill it. Yep, that's a good piggyback. And we can do that. Like I said, we can do that sort of thing. I'd be more concerned about Dad with the homework issue of actually sitting down and learning it behind our backs for the three of us to come together and nail it the first time.
Are you talking about the music?
Yeah. Ryan's thing was, to do a song, but like that each of us
we'll
just
have
learned
to
on our
practice
own.
it after the shows.
Yeah.
No, that's the whole deal.
Oh, you think I won't practice when you leave?
His deal would be to like
some homework, and I have
and we
you
take
say
2
you're
weeks and we
playing
learn it, and then we just come together.
And then we come in.
You know how long I've been out of
Boom.
school?
We're gonna put you back in school, big dog. All right. So my number 2. What was your number 2? What's what we know you want to fucking play music, but what would be your second, Dad?
Oh, I was talking about calling out to people like you did to Adam the other day, and somebody that we know, and just asking them questions
Just
about
keep
whatever. Yeah.
Interviewing people. Mm-hmm. I feel interviews would be a very big, important part to this show, especially all walks of life, and you can talk to anyone. God knows, if me and Ryan get stumped for questions, you can carry on the conversation.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Dad. Right? Okay, so
I got an answer.
If we were to say, I'm going to reach out to 3 or 5 people, if I were to write them a letter and send it to them personally, who would you want on this podcast? Your 3 people that you would really, really, really want to pick their brain.
Well,
dead or alive?
No. Dead or alive? I mean, really talk to?
Has to be alive.
Well, one of them has to be current, and then the rest of the 2 can be current.
No. I mean, yeah, they all got to be current. Obviously, you can't talk to a dead person. But somebody like a sports figure, that would be willing to come on.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, that's like on the bottom of my list. And
you got another thing coming, brother. He's not far.
I'm sure he's not.
3 people. 3 people you would maybe want to interview,
like a golfer or a baseball player or somebody.
All right, golfer.
Somebody
who would you want to interview right now playing golf?
Oh, Phil Mickelson would be great.
All right, we got Phil.
I think that guy is funny.
All right, and then we'll use up your other number 1 pick, but name other
a musician would be cool.
People. Name one.
Say somebody like
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. He's a Florida guy. I'm picking.
He'd
guys.
probably be a really good interview.
I'm sure he would. I mean, and I'm sure he would be so relaxed and.
Yeah,
you could only imagine what would come.
A couple bush lights with us.
I'm sure you could only imagine what would come out of his mouth.
Yeah, but like, 100%. You guys want to take that plane out of City Walk real quick? We're like,
yeah, exactly, right?
Been waiting for this, bud.
All these years I've been coming here just like,
dude, let me see your pilot's license. And when's the last time this plane has passed an FAA inspection?
All right,
before I get in it with you.
Third one, and I'm going to kind of throw a lane down here. Military commanding, and throughout history, a leader and history that has marched along. You know what I mean?
Someone still alive. That's a
no. It could be past.
Okay, all right.
You know who I'd be interested in? talking to.
FDR.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's
you
just
know,
a lot. That's just a lot of marshmallows.
John Kirby.
The fuck is John Kirby?
I know you don't know who that is.
This is the dad podcast.
He looked me dead eye.
I got an autographed picture of his. He used to be the secretary of the Blue Angels. He used to be the secretary of the
pilots,
Department of Defense.
The fighter pilots, Blue Angels, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know.
Well, no, they're demonstration team.
Demonstration team
of the Navy.
Tactics.
During what administration?
Flight tactics.
They're
Stunts.
the naval demonstration team.
Absolutely.
When was this? When what administration?
Oh, well,
the Bush era?
He's currently just Google John Kirby. When we got the autographed picture of him, and it was the Blue Angels in the background, and Teresa worked with his mom when she was working over here at this assisted living facility, and she goes, "Oh, my son's in the Navy," and Teresa's like, "Oh, my son's in the Navy too." "Oh, what's your son's name, Adam?" "Oh, how long's he been in?" 2006. What's he doing? And on and on and on. "So, what's your name of your son, John Kirby? What's he doing in the Navy?" He's the press secretary of the Department of Defense.
Well, that's
So you'd like to pick his brain? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been
John. If you're listening,
and we'll have you on. We'll have your people call our people. We'll figure it out for sure. I think I guess I have to rapid fire through my last two because you kind of just took on your last two. My second to last would be a celebrity trying to sue us for defamation of character or something like that. The lawsuit doesn't stick at all, but there's no such thing as bad publicity. Maybe Dad says the wrong thing about Angelina Jolie some night or something.
I have never said anything about her whatsoever.
Yeah, he never would. Yeah, and you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm just saying, like,
sexual relations
or Brad would be over here and wrap you up like a GD pretzel.
And
get some sort of publicity. And then my number one thing, it's an interview for me, dog. That's gonna be an interview for me, dog.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Someone all three of us would love to talk to, and we would all have plenty of things to say to him. And
Joe Walsh,
in the same industry, as Joe Walsh.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, take a guess.
Ben Folds.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Yep.
Yeah, we get Ben
and
on.
John Mayer.
I have a Ben Folds 5 tattoo on the back of my arm. Second tattoo I ever got, and the first one Dad didn't know about and saw on his own while I was standing outside of State Theater after playing a show, and I was so proud. Everybody was so proud. And Dad, they were out of town, and I was 18, and I got it done.
Is that when we got all those scratches in the bathtub from the cake?
We were all we were all standing outside State Theater, and I had just got done playing with my band, feeling pretty proud. Everybody was complimenting me.
How did they like it?
And then you were standing behind me for a second, and you saw the piano on the back of me. You're like, "What the hell is this?" You weren't like, I mean, you weren't going to do anything. Like,
really,
I'm 18,
a piano,
but
dumbass.
Exactly.
He's like, "When'd you get this?" I was like, "I got it when you guys were out of town just now," but.
And then you're like, "Hey, Cammy, scratch the shit out of that bathroom tub."
I mean, can you fucking believe that shit? It sounds like It sounds like we're comfortable. We're getting comfortable.
It sounds like we were not like we love chicken wings, but I don't know. We're trying to put our pieces together on it.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah, I'm particular about them.
Yeah. And
but,
that's sometimes.
I don't know anybody that likes chicken wings. I like the bigger ones that you get at the store, but not the little teeny tiny ones so much. But
no, yeah. Hooters can be small sometimes.
Chicken wings are good. I mean, you got to think about it. Do you know that since we had that, I've been. I don't know if I mentioned it in that broadcast, but do you know they call them buffalo wings? Years ago, they used to throw those little parts, and I'm guessing it's like because those chicken wings, most of the chicken wings that you buy that are small are very small, and they might be from Cornish hens or something like that. They used to discard those as trash, probably grind them up and make food for dogs or whatever. And then Buffalo, that's what Buffalo, New York, they started harvesting those and saving them and started making them into chicken wings, and that's where the chicken wing craze came from. And I think this happened in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Some silly thing I read.
Did you know that?
Some shit hangs into my mind. A lot of it just goes right through it.
Well, thank God. You're like a colander.
Professor.
Yeah.
Dad's brain is like trying to drink a beer out of a colander.
No kidding.
All right, guys. Well, that was
you never know what hole it's going to come out of.
Guys, we got one more segment left for you. A couple more clips coming up. We have bad first dates. I spared you all my long story, but Ryan had a good bad first date, and then I witnessed a bad first date at my job. And then after that, we also have a very special phone interview from my best friend in the world, Mr. David Wolkowsky. So we're going to play that as well, but that'll all be coming up right after the break. So we'll see you guys right after all of that. Ryan, what do you say?
Awesome bass player he is.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it better than that. That's what I gotta say.
Exactly. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. This is They Call Us the Breeze. We'll be right back. See ya.
See ya.
Gosh, John just spilled my beer.
Well, I had the beauty. I'm sorry.
I checked terminal.
If you guys have,
I had one.
Terminal.
If you have one, go for it because I know Dad doesn't.
No, I mean I had one, and it was a Tinder type of deal, and we
Tinder
went
type of deal.
Yeah, Tinder, and she was cool.
So, Dad, if I can explain something to you real quick, Tinder is one of the many dating apps, but Tinder is a little more designed for like hookups, sexual. Not necessarily for dating, whereas Bumble's like most for dating. Hinge is supposed to be for dating, but it's like...
It was Bumble. That's where I met her.
Oh, okay.
That's why I
was about to say.
Come on, dude. I'm not here
Dad, your son
slumping
was on a slutty web.
What the hell happened
Look,
to
man,
Craigslist?
I'm not throwing coal into the engines to make them go on the Titanic. I'm
I
up
thought
at the
in the
top
beginning,
picking up the
Craigslist,
Monets,
you
baby.
used to
All right?
go
I'm not
looking for
doing
dates.
that. So,
No, Dad, Dad, you were used to the Pina Colada song where they write an ad in a newspaper and they answer each other's ads, and yeah, that's what you're used to. Anyway,
Well, I'm used to this is my sister.
Not a huge story, but it was
I'm kind of used to this of my sister.
we just kind of hung out, and then it was like, all right,
Hey, this
see
is
you
my
later.
or if we're in Mexico.
Nothing.
Hey, this is my sister.
no funny.
No funny, but there was this. I was hanging out with this girl one time, and she legitimately.
I apologize for that comment to all the Mexicans in the starving.
She was like, you know, those movies, like it's like a party, right? Teenagers throwing them high school.
yeah.
And there's the scene where like the kid has the girl on top of her, and she just starts like whipping her hair drunkenly in the face, and
Doesn't
she's
know-
just
doesn't know
"Woo,
what she's
loud."
doing and doesn't know how to
basically
be-
like super bad, right?
Yeah,
like
she's
on
trying to
top
be-
of
she's
McLovin.
trying to be
She's riding
hot.
a mechanical bull.
Yeah. So that I was hanging out with a girl one time when she was doing that, and then she started kissing my neck, but she wasn't kissing my neck. She was like biting it. So it was like a wild raptor.
And it was like, ouch.
In my
stops.
I was like, this is out of control. So fast forward.
And you woke up and you had to go to work.
No. An hour passed by, and I was like, I'll be right back. I got to go to the store. So I leave, and
she was in the next county over, and you never
I
came back.
never came back.
So you basically gave her I'm just going to go grab some smokes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I got to go to the gas station. I'll be right back.
I'm going
You know
back
what
to
I mean?
Pinellas County where I live.
So I get a text message the next day, and it's
Where are you?
man, what did we do last night? And I was like, I had to go grab this, and I just went home. So she goes, okay, because I woke up and I had a bag of potato chips on the couch, and the front door was wide open. And I was like,
Wasn't me, babe.
I think that's why I kind of dipped last night.
Wasn't me, babe.
Yeah.
Well,
I said, what kind of potato chips? I might come back.
So what trailer park was that?
So the reason I ask about
Where I got the couch 2 days ago.
her name was Tammy Lynn. Yeah. Sunrise Gardens. Yeah. I
Works
believe
at
it
the
was
sports bar.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Which is conveniently located on
Ryan?
property.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Ryan.
Another Budweiser.
Ryan.
JB's going to be locked up in county for about the next 2 weeks if you want to stop by.
So I don't know about you, but if you want to come on over,
and I got 2 tickets to the races this weekend if you ain't doing that.
Not like the real races. It's the monster truck rally down at the Figure 8.
They reopened up that Sunshine Speedway, and they're going to do a little thing off the side where they're just going to wreck a bunch of fucking buses.
One of my exes is in it, but don't worry about him. He gonna be racing.
That's JD's brother.
He's got a felony, so he ain't allowed to carry arms.
He ain't allowed within 50 feet of me, so don't even worry about it.
And he ain't allowed to carry firearms anymore.
So the reason I bring up, real quick before we go to break, so I bring up these bad first dates. I had the most awkward moment at work on Friday or Saturday night. I don't remember which one. I have an old high school friend, a girl. Haven't really seen her at all except for her coming in with her husband and her 2 kids to Noble a few times over the past 5 years. And she is sitting by herself at a table and she goes, hey, oh, thank God, Jeremy. She knows me as Jeremy, high school, whatever. Jeremy, thank God you're here. I'm about to be on a first date. He's on his way. I live like 2 blocks away, so I just walked here. But it's a first date. And I was like, wait, aren't you married? And she's like, yeah. No, we've been divorced for 6 months, and this is a first date off a dating app. And I just wanted you to be here in case I need any help. And I was like, all right, I'm game. This is an hour before we close. It's a Friday, Saturday night. I've been getting the shit kicked out of me all night long. It's been busy, and now I'm in my like wind down mode, kind of cleaning up
this
things.
Sounds like you're going into a fucking Seinfeld episode.
So she's sitting at the end. I go, what do you want?
We got questions when this episode ends.
I go, what do you want to drink? And she goes, oh, I know. And she says this cocktail that we have, and she already knows. And I get it out there for her. And I said, all right, I'll keep an eye out for the guy. Good luck. And she goes, thanks. And he comes out and he orders a beer. Seemingly totally nice guy, wearing a nice shirt, nice jeans, did his hair up. You know,
what do you qualify as a nice shirt?
I mean, it was like a collared shirt with a little,
like a golf shirt,
like a golf shirt kind of, but not like dry fit material.
Not
like
shit that I would be wearing
polo,
next week on the course.
Yeah. So and everything seemed to be going fine, and she goes, oh, we didn't even order food, did we? Jeremy, I guess we'll have we'll do a margarita pizza to start. And I thought that was a good sign. I was like, they've been talking so much, they thought they might have ordered food and just realized they didn't. She gets another beer. He gets another beer. I go back out there, and they're kind of doing their thing for like an hour and a half, and I don't bother them. I kind of leave them alone, but I keep checking on them. And towards the end of the second beers, they're both like, no, we're good. Or she's like,
one finger left, and
she's like, no, we're good.
I have plenty.
So I'm standing inside the restaurant, and she comes running up to me. And I'm actually conveniently right next to a point of sale system computer. And she comes running up to me. She goes, shit's going terribly. I'm dipping out. And I go, oh, shit. Does he know that? And she goes, nope. She goes, so here's what I need. Can you split the check real quick? And I'm going to give you my card and I'm going to pay. And I'm going to leave. And I was like, all right. So she's standing.
Seinfeld she's standing with Elaine. Elaine's trying to dip.
She's standing with me at the computer. And I'm like, in the separate checks window, and I said, so what do you want? You want me to split? I'll put the margarita on yours because it's cheaper than the meatball, and I'll put the meatball on his. And she goes, no, just put both of them on his. Just give me my 2 drinks.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, fuck. All right. So
this is bullshit, or I got questions.
So you have to drop the check.
So hold on, but listen, yeah, this is all. Oh God. So I'm not even like, I'm just so shocked right now. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just doing exactly what. Like she basically, it's like a robber running into a bank and holding a gun at your head. I'm feeling this kind of nervous. Like
You're
I'm like
shit.
Like I'm kind of panicking a little bit, you know. And so I give her a check for 2 drinks. She swipes the card. I strike out the tip line. I'm like, no gratuity needed. The story was great. And she goes running out the front door. Well, this guy's like in the back of the restaurant. So I just kind of like, because I'd been out there several times and each time I came out, they were good. So I kind of waited like 10 more minutes after this happened. And I can see outside, I'm the dude's just staring into the restaurant, like just looking for her. And I wait 10 minutes and I don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm talking to my buddy and he's like, man, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. And I was like, oh no.
She just ditched you.
Okay. Well, this is a good question.
So here's, sorry.
Dad, what would you do going back to the table?
Well,
do you tell the guy?
I would personally, I would try to be honest with him.
Yeah. See, I chickened out a little bit. I chickened out a little bit. So I wait about 10 minutes.
He can't hold you accountable.
And she calls me.
A cannibal?
Accountable.
She calls the restaurant and she goes, let me talk to Jeremy. And I get on the phone and she goes, all right, hey, so what's going on? I go, I'm about to go out there and I'm about to just ask if he needs anything else.
First off, no, you asked me a question. As I think about it, it's if she doesn't think it's going well, it's her responsibility to go tell him.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, at the very
to put it on me.
Not on you.
That's your
because
generation.
She knows you.
That's your generation.
But not to put it on the restaurant or their employees to come back.
Or old friends from high school.
She took advantage of you because she knew you.
Well, so either way, I walk out
and I would have went and talked to him and said,
he goes. I go, hey man, anything else you need for the moment? And he goes, we'll take the check, because it had been 10 minutes. I think he was starting to figure it out. We'll take the check. And I go, cool man. Can I grab you a box for the rest of the pizza? He goes, yeah, that'd be great. And I go inside. I go grab the box. I go to print the check, and mind you, I'm going to print the check that doesn't have her 2 drinks on it, but I'm going to print with his 2 beers and 2 pizzas. He runs back in while I'm on the computer and he goes, hey, can you actually split the check 50-50? Like can you split it? Like,
goodness, what is going on here?
And I go, okay, so she's already gone. And
Dude,
now
does anybody have money in this situation?
He's basically said he's only paying for half of the pizzas.
What the?
And so I just give him 2 checks. I put hers down on the table. I put a fork over it so it doesn't blow away. He's hanging out. He pays his immediately, tips me 25%. Cool, awesome. And then he dips out, and then, of course, like 15, 20 minutes later, I go out and actually bust the table, and then I had to get some things kind of comped, you know what I mean? But, like, it was all about the story, and everybody thought it was fucking hilarious anyway, so it really didn't matter. He proceeds to stand out in the parking lot by his truck, just looking around the parking lot for an extra 20 minutes.
Ah, man.
So I felt bad.
That bitch.
I felt bad, but I was also like, I don't want to deal with this right now. It's been a long night.
Today's day. I'm in 2021. Shit happens, right?
I mean,
whatever. So did he like have a cooler of beer and you went out there and just fucking...
No, so I was going out to try to sneak a
him?
cigarette, and I was hoping he wouldn't like notice me and ask me if I knew what was going on.
Dude, that is funny as hell. That is a fucking Seinfeld episode. You're like Kramer.
But I've had bad first dates. That's just a bad first date. TBH, we're getting Dave on the phone while Dad and Ryan are outside, and we're getting ready for the mystery guest. He goes, I'm pooping right now. Is that a problem? I go, no. You're going to be on mute. So he goes, okay, so if I flush, everything's good then. And I'm like, yeah, so we're fine. So we got like 3 minutes. Yeah, he's full of shit. Well, he got all the bullshit out. That's the best part.
You got to. You know, there's no way to feel good for any kind of podcast if you haven't taken a dump first. I mean, I want to tell everyone in your audience, if you're going to go on a podcast, take a dump first.
Do you have one out there? Like a music one?
A podcast? Do you have a podcast out there?
This is my first podcast. I feel like this is mine. It's going to be called Dave and the Breachex. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, boys.
Yeah, Can we have you as a regular guest?
I mean, we're still
because you're hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
We're still looking for a niche anyway, or niche, or however you say.
So,
you know,
like, okay, and we're probably going to cut all this out because Jeremy's going to cut Dave, most of it.
Probably, right?
You know what?
Now that we have you on the phone, it's just personal now. It's like, well, no, not nasty or anything like that, but.
But I'm
talking to you on the phone,
like,
kind
now
of
it's
in a way.
personal.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, I know it's not like.
God, they're so excited to talk to you. They're like little
I know,
dogs
right?
jumping all over you.
Yeah, I want to ask you a lot of
questions. Give this man some space to talk.
Go ahead, fire one off.
Everybody, back up.
What's your number? What's your lowball question? Dad, what do you have? What do you?
No,
have?
I'm just asking.
Give it to me, Michael.
You know, are you married or with someone? And how do you like? I know you've been out there a while. You like that? And your
3-part question.
You're high above sea level and stuff. Do you like it out there? I mean, is Colorado like?
He's asking if he has a chance still.
No. Yeah, no. He's gay.
Don't
listen to him.
Anytime,
He's
you know
gay.
what I mean?
Don't listen to him.
You can sleep on my couch. We'll get drunk. I'll sneak in there. We'll cuddle.
Yeah. No, but that's fine. Yeah. But no, I mean. So
yeah,
you've been out...
I got a lady out here. I've been dating her for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. Bought a house last year, so I'm sitting in my garage, which is a cool feeling.
Congrats.
You know what I mean? And it's a pretty cool.
Did
state,
you tell her it was like, I got friends
from
from Florida that's calling, and they're trying to start a podcast kind of thing, and I'm gonna be one of their guests or something?
Was that what?
I think it was a question for you on whether or
Yeah,
not
it was
you
like,
told your
did you
lady
tell your
what
wife
you're up
that
to.
say, hey, I got a bunch of buddies from St. Pete, and they're trying to start. Two brothers and their dads trying to
I'm
start
sure
a podcast, and
I'm sure he
I'm
didn't
going out
know
in the
that.
garage.
I told her. I actually did. I told her the whole story because she was like, "Why are you going out into the garage with a bunch of beers in your hand?" And I was like, I'm doing a podcast. Leave me alone
I'm going to
for
be
now."
interviewed.
You don't have to worry about any of this right
It's
now.
cool to hear you. I mean, you sound the same as you did when you left.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still as fat.
I have a question. Okay.
Was that already a question? Can you just knock that off one of your questions?
Dave's still fat. Got it.
What does your day-to-day food regimen look like? I mean, what are you doing for breakfast? Are you eating healthy? Or are you eating kind of on the board?
I was. I will say 4 years ago, I was eating pretty healthy. Today, well, I took the day off
what
of
does
work.
pretty
I had
healthy
Taco
look
Bell in the
like?
morning. I finished up with a Little Caesars around lunchtime. I ate half a watermelon, and then I just got back from Taco Bell again. So I'm not feeling very good about myself. And about that question, Ryan, it's very invasive.
So, Dave, what's been going on with the music thing, man? Like, I mean, I know COVID hit, and obviously there hasn't been. So, like, I haven't talked to you in a couple years. How avid were you guys? How active were you guys before this hit? Has there been like any sort of have you lost any rent money over it? Anything like that? Like, what's been going on? Who are you playing with?
I tell you, well, so I'm in the Swindle and Hearts with
of course.
Kyle Chasen, Andrew Mort, and a
I
buddy
was
of mine.
gonna ask that question.
Eamon.
I thought you were playing with Kyle.
Well,
Is he out there?
Yeah, he's going to tell you. He's Swindle,
that's
Swindle
cool.
and Hearts.
That's cool.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
so go on, Dave.
And so, before COVID hit, we were actually playing, I don't know, definitely once a month.
30,000, 40,000.
Saving up a lot of
what are we
money. We
talking?
were recording albums. We actually had an album that we sat on for the entire last year and just released it because, I don't know. Why are you going to release an album when nobody can play?
Yeah.
And then despite that, almost all of the venues that were smaller venues have closed down in Denver.
Really?
Like for good or?
Is it kind of country in a way?
Yeah, no, like for good. There was a place called the Streets of London.
Your music.
That's been there since the 80s as like a punk venue. It's now a gay sports bar, which good on them. It's called the Tight End. Hilarious, but it shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? That should be the Streets of London.
We have a new gay bar here called
Three
Cocktail.
Kings. Three Kings have been there since the 90s. It closed down. That we used to play there the most.
Damn.
Wait,
this is all Denver, right?
And what's happening is like somebody's closing down these crappy punk bars and then completely redoing them. It's gentrified. It's just like St. Pete downtown.
Yeah.
I was about to ask, is the city
there's
the city
an ice
step
cream
in?
shop where the stage used to be.
That's shitty.
Does like the city even step in or PPP?
Well, I mean, a lot of these places were still renting for the past 40 years. They didn't own it.
Right.
So even with the moratorium, as soon as it was done, they just got kicked out. So, I mean, there's been a lot less shows. We have played, I mean, that's kind of the worst part of it, but we have played a bunch of virtual shows. And those are a lot of fun, but it's definitely not the same thing.
So walk me through.
Can you make money doing that?
Well, walk me through like what's the difference between a regular show and a virtual show? Like what's the pre-prep like, and what kind of do you have like?
It's just so weird. It's like you show up, you set up all your gear, you're ready to go, and there's two people there, which is so there's no difference. What I'm getting at is there's no difference. But no,
like the old days in downtown, right?
There's literally no one else there. There's maybe the two people recording. That's it.
So do they have like multiple,
Mike and Teresa?
Is it multiple cameras?
And then Corona hit, and then the camera guy didn't even show up.
Well, have you guys decided?
He's got a wife and kids, man. He's got a.
Have you and Kyle thought about maybe doing a pivot? And
I'm sorry, Ryan. Did you just call him Kyle?
Kyle.
I swore I heard tile, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to start calling Kyle.
We are in a tile room.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I think I actually should probably just say tile.
We are in a tile room.
We're gonna record it. Back up the tape, Jeremy.
Yep.
What I was going to say is
get the transcript.
You and Tile pivot a little bit and do some like hey, if you're doing a big company party, we'll go ahead and get on a Zoom meeting for about 15 minutes and we'll play and shout. You won't be able to hear anything that we're doing. Or no, you guys play like slow. What's your style right now?
It's like rockabilly, if I may, from what I've heard. It's like a rockabilly version of like...
I'm going to flush the toilet again.
It's like a rockabilly, like Gainesville punk type thing. Probably a lot. It's probably just only monsters on
Keep
steroids.
going, Jeremy. Keep going.
No, Dave, you explain.
You know what
Dave,
I would
you
say?
explain
I'd say
it.
it's like a lame hot water music mixed with like Randy Travis, but when he was on cocaine and crack.
No, like, well, explain it to me because
Are you guys on Touch Tunes?
You gotta explain it to me, Dave. Like, is it like Marshall Tucker or Carolinas or Tennessee or?
Yeah, what
Georgia?
It's like a psychedelic Doobie Brothers, you know.
Dad loves
But
Doobie
slow
Brothers,
down,
man.
slow down or something.
I was trying to speak his language, you know.
I don't do mushrooms, man.
It's funny. Dad, Randy Travis. He says Randy Travis.
I know that guy.
I was texting him earlier today, and he goes, I'd totally be down to come on.
Randy?
And I texted Dave back, and I said, okay, is your number still blah 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 blah? And he sends me back just the YouTube link for the Randy Travis music video. Forever and ever.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Son of a bitch, because
right.
I'd say there ain't no way you
And I
guys
thought
are
that was
playing
a very
forever
random-
and ever. Amen.
I thought that was a very random quote or a very random send, and then you just well, I heard the bush. Did you guys hear the bush?
There's something that's happened recently. I am completely enamored by Randy Travis's first couple of albums from like the late 80s
God
to the early
bless
90s.
you, Dave. God bless you.
This is going full.
I have them.
This is going throughout the
Mom
day.
and Dad were obsessed with
You got
Randy
old
Travis.
8x10? Mike, you go get old 8x10 and that's what we're listening to.
I got all 4 or 5 of Randy Travis's first albums.
Signed.
I'm loving it.
33
loving
RPM, pal.
Forever and ever, hey me. You know, or whatever he does. I don't know
Absolutely.
what he does.
No, that was pretty good, man. Actually. Fucking Dave Wolkowsky, ladies and gentlemen.
That was so great to hear from Dave. That was great.
It's been a while.
The house, you guys play music or whatever and play that
miss
bass.
him every day.
Yeah,
I know. He was
It's not
hilarious.
like he's passed away, but he's still with us.
And that's one guy that laughed all the time about everything.
I had a
blast. From him again.
I had a blast interviewing him, and he had a blast too. He texted me
It
right
seems
afterwards.
weird that he lives way out west.
I know, it's kind of different.
Go
But,
West.
Go
that's
west, young man.
Dave Wolkowsky.
Raise some babies.
He's a wayward soul. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, everyone out there in listener land, gosh, we really hope you guys enjoyed yourself as much as we did tonight. Sorry for the quarantine episode. Hopefully we might be back next week in the Tiger Cage. We'll keep you updated on the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/theycallustthebreeze. Sorry there was no YouTube video tonight because we were not doing any camera work or anything like that. Guys, just make sure, like I say, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, and we appreciate your understanding during the quarantine episodes. I promise you I'm feeling better, and I'm going to get better, and there's going to be way more They Call Us The Breeze in the future. So we're just going to have to check you guys next week. Ryan, what do you say?
You ready to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
He sounds... He sounds just like he did a week ago, or Sunday when he was over here. I talked to him yesterday, and it's like, wow, what a difference!
Anyway, I'm good.
World of difference.
Hey,
I
Ryan.
love you all.
Thank you all guys for listening to us.
Yep.
Come
Guys,
back and see us again.
Yep.
We'll see you all later.
Same bat time, same bat network. We'll see you
Same
guys.
back channel.
We'll
For
see you
the
guys
older
network.
folks.
That's it. Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye bye.
Catch ya.
So long, farewell. I'll meet us and goodbye.